Hello, dear friends. I'm Assistant Professor Rushali Ahir, and in the last session of Microbiology Part First, we have already started with the unit proteins, in which we have already seen what are proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of the living organisms or the cells, and they forms the fundamental basis of the structure and the function of life. Then we have also seen the classification of proteins. In our today's session, we are going to study about the amino acids. Now we should know that the proteins are made up of amino acids, and there are 20 main species of amino acid residues, and their arrangement or the chain inside the proteins are generally decided or fixed. These 20 amino acids are known to occur naturally in the proteins. The peptide bond allows for the rotation of proteins, and therefore protein can be fold and orient the R group in favorable position. Now these amino acids are attached to each other with the help of peptide bonds, and with the help of these peptide bonds the proteins can fold and forms a proper orientation or structure. Now what are peptide bonds? The amino acids are held together in a protein with the help of covalent peptide bond or linkages. These bonds are rather strong, and it serves as the cementing material between the individual amino acids. And just like a band or cementing material between two amino acid is formed, and that linkage is known as peptide bond. Now how does this peptide bond is formed? When the amino group of an amino acid combines with the carboxylic group of another amino acid, a peptide bond is formed. So, and with the help of this peptide bond, a long chain of amino acid is formed, and this polymer chain is known as proteins. Okay, so we'll start with the actual topic, which is our amino acids. Now, amino acids are the basic structural constituents of naturally occurring proteins. All the naturally occurring proteins, those who are synthesized, all the synthesized natural proteins are made up of these amino acids. These amino acids have the basic structure of a central carbon atom attached to the carboxylic group, amino group, a hydrogen atom, and a variable R group. And these the general formula of amino acid is H2 NCHR COOH, where the R is the organic substituent known as the side chain bounded to the central atom. This R group is generally bounded to the central carbon atom, and it is known as side chain. The central carbon atom is also called as the alpha carbon atom. Here you can see C alpha. This C alpha, it indicates that it is the central carbon atom, which is known as alpha carbon atom, which is a L isomer of amino acid, and it is common in the proteins of plants as well as in the animals. As we have discussed earlier, that the amino acids are joined together by the formation of peptide bond, and this peptide bond is formed by the condensation of amino terminal of one amino acid and the carboxyl terminal of the another amino acid. And during this, means this amino group of one amino acid gets attached to the carboxylic group of the another amino acid, and when this joining takes place, the simultaneously a water molecule is released from it. Okay, so this was the structure of amino acid. Now we will see the classification of amino acid by the R group. Depending on the R group, the amino acids are grouped into 5 different types. They are classified into 5 main classes based on the properties of their R group, which includes non-polar aliphatic R group. In the non-polar aliphatic R group, then aromatic R group. Third class is polar uncharged R group, positively charged R group, and the fifth class is negatively charged R group. And all the 20 different types of amino acids are included in these 5 classes of amino acids. Now we will study all these 5 classes with the examples one by one. So the first type is non-polar aliphatic group. Now here the R group which is present inside the amino acid, it is generally non-polar, and a straight chain of R group is present, so it is known as non-polar aliphatic group. Here you can see the different examples of non-polar aliphatic R group of amino acids, like for example glycine, glycine, alanine, proline, then valine, leucine, isoleucine, and methionine. These are the examples of non-polar aliphatic R group. Here you can see a amino group is present as well as carboxyl group is present, and the R group here is the hydrogen molecule. Okay, whereas in alanine the CH3 group is attached to the chiral or central carbon atom. Okay, so the 7 types of amino acids are included in the first class, which is non-polar aliphatic group. Then the second one is aromatic R group. Here the R group or the side chain which is present in the amino acid, it is in the ring form, which is known as aromatic R group. The examples of aromatic R group are Phenylalanine. Here the phenylalanine group is attached to the amino group. Then the second example of aromatic R group is tyrosine and tryptophan. Phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan are the examples of second type of class included in amino acid, which is aromatic R group. Observe these structures very properly. Then the third type or the third class included in the classification of amino acid is polar uncharged R group. Here the R group or the side chain which is present in the amino acid is generally polar and it does not contain any kind of charge on it, so it is uncharged R group. The examples of polar uncharged R groups are serine, threonine, cytosine, asparagine and glutamine. See, here you can see the proper structures. The serine, it does not contains any charge on the R group, so the serine, threonine, then cysteine, asparagine and glutamine are the examples of the third class, which is polar uncharged R group. The fourth important group is positively charged R group. The R group which is present in the amino acids is a positively charged R group. Here you can see the example of lysine. See, this is the amino group, carboxylic group. A hydrogen atom is joined to the alpha carbon, and these, here you can see the side chain or the R group. And these R group, here you can see the bond which is joined is CH2, 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 CH2 and NH3 plus group is attached, which is a positively charged ion. As well as in the arginine, also NH2 plus, a positively charged ion is present, and in histidine also a positive charged ion is present. So the fourth class is positively charged R group, where the R group consists of a positive charge on it. And the fifth important class is negatively charged R group, which is a acidic group. In this, the examples which includes negatively charged R group amino acids are aspartate and glutamate. These two type of amino acids consist of negative charge on the R group, so they are known as negatively charged R group type of amino acids. Now generally there are other three proteogenic amino acids which includes selenocysteine, prolysin or N-formylmethionine, which in which the D amino acids are found only in peptidoglycan. This was all about the classification of amino acids depending on the R group which is present in it. Thank you.